Hello, good morning and welcome to the coffee vlog on the 27th of November. And yes, I'm doing it on a morning. Hooray! Slightly late start as I've dropped the youngest off at school, hence the traffic chaos. And yeah, we're getting on our way to work now in the light so you can see me properly. Hooray! I'm not sure how many morning ones I'm going to do, because to be fair, I'm not always on the greatest of form on a morning, but we'll give it a try anyway. I mean, to be honest, I'm not always on the best of form at any time when I do these sort of things, and it seems to be I make a rod for my back by trying to think of things to say and drive at the same time, and not being a woman, I can't multitask that well, but we'll get on anyway. So it didn't seem that long since I last did this vlog, which is probably because it isn't that long as it is. We're only Monday, because I kind of made a pig's ear of it last Friday and gave up in the end, bravely. So we're heading on. That's just how far it is from the school to home, not far. I could walk him, I know, exercise and everything else. I need to get to work after I've dropped him off, so that extra time walking back from the school to home, it's time I won't be at work for, and I'm going to be in late anyway. I don't like being in late, but whatever. So Monday, as predicted at work, was manic Monday. You can make a song out of that. Rammed out of orders, as I had predicted from the weekend. And then Tuesday turned into a troublesome Tuesday, as we had a van rammed full of product to deliver to Huddersfield. There was a few orders, in fact, but one big major one, and the sort of warehouseman, and he does the odd van deliveries now, because we don't do that many, called in sick on the Tuesday morning. So I got to work and then had to load the van full up, and then there was more stuff, more orders coming in. Oh, well, go on, I'll get me. I got boxes on the passenger seat, and they were ramming them into the gaps up towards the roof of the van. It was wedged in tight, it was, but I got the full load in anyway, and got it all done in record time too, so that wasn't so bad. Got back to work, fired up the roaster, and then, as well as clearing all my post things, I'd got 50 200 gram retail packs to roast, grind, pack, seal, label. And that's takes about 18 minutes to do. I do 700 grams in the kilo roaster, because it tends to roast a little bit evener with that smaller amount in. So I got all those to roast back and run. I think got done just about for 6 o'clock in the end, completed all that. So it was hectic, but I had to get it done for the Wednesday. To go to, there's a cheese and wine shop in Brighouse, and Brighouse has the Victorian Market weekend this weekend, so they're going to be busy. So they wanted those retail packs for them. So got all that done. So, and of course that made me a bit behind on the Tuesday, because all the orders I'd got backed up, because I didn't clear everything Monday. There was that much, so I didn't really get much further forward Tuesday. So Wednesday I was still catching up. Then my iCarbon shipment arrived from America, so that was a load more packing to clear all the iCarbon stuff out. So a good run on those again. Seem to be averaging about every 2 weeks I'm getting a shipment through to redistribute out again. So that's all pretty much going well, I think. So as far as that, I don't know. One worrying thing about that is, of course, now we're getting up to Christmas, it's going to be see, I don't know if I'm going to see a bit of a surge in sales, but it's also going to be getting what I have to get into stock before Christmas, and before the Christmas post starts getting a bit meh. so people are still getting the stuff if they want it for gifts. I've got such a massive stock of iCarbons, to be honest, but for some reason, don't ask me why, people just seem to want the same things over and over, which of course, you know, I mean, I've got the MacBooks are very popular in black, the MacBooks, so I mean, it's not too hard for me to keep those in, but you know, even then you're looking at a range of 3 or 4 different models, so you're going to go through those, and you get the odd occasion, you know, someone's got a MacBook Pro Retina, but they get a MacBook Pro skin, and they don't quite match up, so I get the odd now and again, someone, oh, I've got it's too big. What have you got? It's a MacBook Pro 13-inch, that's what I ordered. Yes, but is it Retina? Yeah, it's Retina. Why do you order the Retina one? Oh, I didn't know it was a Retina one. So, but it's not a problem, you know, we just send out replacement of the right one and they post back the other one and everyone's happy, you know, it's a little bit extra postage, but it's not a big deal. So, yeah, on the whole, that seems to be going well, and doing best as I can to keep everybody happy as far as that, and make sure they all know what they're doing when they get the stuff, because of course with the iCarbon stuff, if you don't take care when fitting it, it's going to end up not looking quite so great without it being its fault, just that you need it, you know, it's something that needs a bit of a care attention. So I did my own double-sided A4 sheets, which I include in with brief instructions and a QR code and web link to iCarbon's videos for installs, so there should be no excuse for anyone getting it to not, you know, double check on what they should be doing with it. So yeah, that's been good, busy with iCarbon stuff, and yeah, the last couple of days I've managed to clear up everything. I'm just about today at the point where I could perhaps start doing just some dreaded paperwork. Yesterday I did get tied up ridiculous amount of time, and it really did annoy me, with PCI DSS compliance, and it's such a load of rubbish. So basically, any business that takes credit cards in any form have to be in some way or form PCI DSS compliant, and then they need to complete it via a partner who will go through all the stuff for it. Was with TrustWave, and when I tried to log in, because PayPal were actually the ones wanting my website scan, quarterly website scan, and the thing is, PayPal will block the account if I don't provide it. I think I got to the 4th of December. They'll block the account until I do, which wouldn't be great. So, and they rang me up saying, oh, you need to do your scan, get it uploaded. Okay, fine. Go to log into TrustWave account, because TrustWave was where I did the PCI compliance with before, and for some reason it wouldn't recognise my username or password. And then when I tried to log in and enter a new username or password, it just came up with an error. And if I tried to change the password, it'd say, can't use the same password you already had, but you said that password doesn't work, but now you say you do recognise it. And then when I put a new one in it just went back and did an error again, so that was useless. So when I got through to their support, it turns out, because I'd logged in via WorldPay, because I use WorldPay for other online payments and also for a hand terminal, where people can come in and obviously put the card through in our business, and we also use that for entering details if people ring us up and give us their card details. So I'd done it with WorldPay, and apparently WorldPay at the start of this year decided they were going to do their own system, so they kicked TrustWave into touch. Therefore my WorldPay TrustPay account got binned. Nice. WorldPay, of course, once I finally got through to them, said, oh, well, we sent a letter out. Well, might have done, I don't know. I don't remember seeing one anyway. So yeah, so I had to then get a new account, and faffing about with that, set that up, redo the scan, and then there's different levels of PSI compliance, which are an SAQ level A to D, I think, depending on what different things you do with cards and how you deal with them. And somehow I kept getting an SAQ A through WorldPay, and I needed a D for PayPal. So, and previously with Trustwave, you just selected your level. You said, all right, I want a SAC D, right, here's your questions, which are a load of rubbish, and then you get your form through. Well, for some reason, WorldPay decided what we'll do is we'll ask you a load of questions, and depending on what you answer to those questions, we'll then give you your appropriate level. So whatever I'd answered hadn't done it. So I had to keep going through about 4 times until I finally found the right combination of answers to the questions that gave me a SAQD, which weren't necessarily answers I thought were relevant to my business, but it must be what PayPal think are relevant to my business, therefore. And there's loads of, you see, there's loads of it that seems to think that we handle credit card data on our own computers, or we don't. We don't do any of that. But you're going to go through to complete it and get the form. I'm going to go through and basically answer the question as if I did do that. That I would then be doing these things correctly if I did, even though I don't. Not sure the point of that, all of that either. But you know, you've got to actually get the certificate at the end of it. So you go through and you answer as you believe would be correct, and then you get the form at the end of it. So it is a complete load of rubbish. It's supposed to protect people's card data, which isn't rubbish, that's very good, but in reality, you know, we don't handle any online card data, so we don't hold any on computers. Anyone who orders on the website and pays online does it through third parties and secure sites. So if they use PayPal, or we use WorldPay via the Iridium gateway, so we don't see any of that data online. So the only time we get cards physically ourselves is if someone walks in and pays on a card, which they just push into the terminal, or if they ring up and then we take note of it. And that is sort of probably the insecurest bit of our business, because obviously if we held those card details we'd taken down to process an order and we got broken into and someone could steal those bits of paper with the card details on, they could go off and place orders willy-nilly with people's cards. So that's kind of the point of having this sort of thing. So what you of course do is we process the transaction and then we completely shred any details with the card on, so they're gone. And the slips, which don't have enough data on anyway to be used, but they're still stored in a locked box in the cupboard. Funny enough, in a locked box in a locked metal cupboard as well, so they're pretty secure. But they would be pretty much useless anyway because they don't have the 3-digit or anything, the slips from the terminal. So, you know, all the compliance people need to know is those things. That's it. But I've got to go through some 120 odd questions, pages and pages and pages about network scans and firewalls and blocking this and protecting that and user levels of it's all a pain in the backside. So anyway, got all that done after much fiddling about yesterday, and I'm just waiting now on the scan of the websites to complete so I can then send that updated information to PayPal and make them happy again. There, it's all fun and games, you know. It all is. I'm getting a bit tired of warm now. So yeah, got all that done. So today it just needs general paperwork. I hate the paperwork. I don't mind processing orders and getting stuff done that's making money, but paperwork's just annoying. It doesn't really do a lot, and I could do with some promotion stuff. And of course, it is Black Friday, or slightly tan Friday, or a multiracial, slightly darker skin toned Friday, whatever you choose to call it. So I've got some deals going on the Phone Media website. I've dropped some prices. We'll probably have to bang out a discount code or two. I might do that when I get in, just so everyone's got something to go at. We don't really, the Pennine Tea and Coffee as a wholesaler sort of thing, we don't really get into Black Friday. We're not retail really, so we don't get into it that much. So the Phone Mania will be the only one that there's reduced prices on different skins and things. So we'll do a bit of promotion that way. Other than that, I won't be actually buying anything on Black Friday because I don't particularly need anything. I mean, a load of stuff got delivered yesterday. I ordered on Amazon on Wednesday, but you know, I wasn't going to wait until Black Friday just to see if it was half price or something stupid, because it probably wouldn't have been. So yeah, Black Friday. Be interesting to know if anyone else is been holding off purchases to see if it's going to be cheaper today. It's a bit of a strange. It's more American than the UK, but it seems to have come over here. And I know Amazon wanted me to do some Black Friday deals because I'd sell billions of iCarbons. But the only trouble with it, they got a load of prerequisites, and it wasn't worth it, because you've got to have your stuff by Prime, so you're going to send it to Amazon. You've got to have a minimum of 30 units per thing you're doing a deal on. It's got to be however much % off from the price you've been selling from the last 6 months. It's got to have at least 5 user feedbacks for the product. There's loads of requirements on it, and I was like, you know, I'm not really happy sending you 30 items of something, the off chance it might sell. Even if I looked at MacBook skins, which might have a potential to, or will do in the future. It's a lot of stock to send off just in the off chance. And to be honest, although the discount prices probably encourage more buyers, it takes such a chunk out your margin. Having it on Prime means Amazon fulfill, so you get more fees taken off because of their delivery service, as well as them holding the stock and everything. So it came down to it, you might sell more, but you'd make such a ridiculously smaller amount of profit. You'd probably be better off just selling not so many over a longer period, but make more money doing it. So yeah, I thought that was a bit of a... We'll leave that. They were quite insistent, because apparently in America they pay thousands just for the honour of doing Black Friday deals to sellers on Amazon. But because it's new to the UK, they're giving it us for free to start people off doing it. But no, I think they can keep it themselves, to be honest. So as far as gaming goes, I've had a little bit more of a go of Star Wars Battlefront, which I am still atrocious at. I bet there's loads of teenies running about in the Star Wars Battlefront, wondering who the chuff the loser is, who just like wanders into the middle of the fray and gets shot straight away. That would be me then, just wandering about aimlessly, running right where everyone else is hiding behind stuff. I run right in the middle. Got shot. Maybe I should have hidden like everyone else was hiding behind blocks and stuff. There are some very obviously very good games on it. You see people suddenly running past and they've shot out 8 people, thrown 4 bombs that I can't even work out how to throw a bomb yet, to kill people and whatever else, and do everything while you're just floundering about and can't even hit anything at all anywhere. So I mean, yeah, but I'll get better at it. You know, I'm not played. I'm up against like the Call of Duty army, and everyone, you know, these sort of games have been out about a long time, and everyone knows how to play that sort of theory of it's first-person shooter, as they say, or whatever it is. I don't know, I'm too old for this. But yeah, and they all know how to do this online gaming thing and how it all works, and to coordinate all your button pressing. I'm not that. I've never played any of those before, and I like playing this because it's Star Wars and I like the scenery and characters and stuff, but I'm not going to be very good at it for some time. Flight stuff I do like. Again, anyone in it who's been wondering who the numpty is who's just flying along the floor, that's me again, desperately hunting down for these bloody power-ups to get either Slave 1 or Millennium Falcon, because I've mostly been doing like the Beggar's Canyon one, and all the power-ups are like right on the ground level, and you have to swoop down and get them. There's ones for recharging ammo or repair your ship, but somewhere hidden amongst those is going to be these ones, big ones, to get the bonus ships. So basically I was going in the missions, you're supposed to shoot the enemy and protect whatever transports or whatever else. None of that, me just flying along the floor, occasionally getting shot by someone who thinks I'll pick off that idiot down there, who's not bothering to fly about in the air like he should be. So basically flying along floor level, trying to snap up all these things. And then of course at some point you notice that if you're in a TIE fighter, Slave 1 zooms by you. Oh, someone's got it already. Damn, I suppose I better play a bit of the normal game and go and shoot people. Because I can't get that now. Unless I go and shoot it myself. I don't know if you can actually shoot your own ships or if it's sensible enough not to do that. Because I'd have probably killed all my own team if it did. Because my other objective is to fly about just shooting randomly while trying to do loops round and things in the hope I might randomly pick someone off. So it's fair to say I don't have a particularly awesome kill rate on any of Star Wars Battlefront, but I've enjoyed playing it. You know, it's fun, and graphic wise, the flying games, I've got to admit, I think I mentioned this on Monday as well, it's the best controls I've ever known of anything as far as flying. Yeah, in more realistic, but it's probably not realistic. Anyone who flies an aeroplane, for, you know, whether just for leisure or commercial, whatever else, would probably play it and go, this is nothing like flying. This is nowhere near. But it's not, because you're not flying in a TIE fighter or an X-wing, and it's just how I imagine flying those would be. It reacts and responds just as you want it to. Absolutely lovely detail in the graphics. And I say, when I was flying floor level, and you can get it right, it's quite tricky. You can get it right, and you get down to floor level, and then you're zipping past the walls, and then you're in canyons, and you're going past buildings and things, and it's just quite amazing just to actually fly about and not be doing the shooting, attacking everyone else, but just flying around and looking at everything, and then seeing ships zooming past above you, and one explodes and bits of it flies down with it. All lovely, lovely stuff. Great stuff, really. I mean, as far as the game goes, I think it's fantastic. I might be rubbish at it, and I'll probably always be rubbish at it, but for just in simple gameplay, it's great. And also, just for purely flying about, looking at stuff, it's fantastic. It really is. It's worth it just for that. Nothing else. It's looking a bit grey over there again. I think we're due rain again the weekend. At least it's warmed up a bit. I'm still holding out on my t-shirt. It's not often I'm getting a coat on you. I'm a brave man. I really am. I'm staying hardened, battle hardened. So Star Wars Battlefront, yep. Really, what I've not played a lot of it. I've got to be honest. Not had time again. I really need to sort out while I'm waiting for. I've picked up a PS4 TV unit off eBay used, so I'm just waiting for that to trundle through the mail system, which I got for a really cheap price. I mean, they're not that expensive anyway, but I got it less because it was second hand. So picked up a PS4 TV, and that is it's a bit like a PS Vita, but you plug it into your TV basically, but it'll allow remote play, because I've done remote play with the Android TV. And basically everyone's gridlocked now because there's a fire engine coming. Genius. So I did remote play using Android TV. I don't even know if I might mention this or not. I don't know. Can't remember now. It was only Monday. You think I'd be able to remember? It's been a hard week. I've done a lot. Tried remote play with Android TV with an app there, and it worked okay. You're not supposed to be able to do it on anything but Sony Android devices, but I managed to get it going. So because there's like an app that's been cracked or whatever else, but you have to have a rooted device. But I couldn't get the Bluetooth to work for the PlayStation control, but I could get it to work wired in, but it was really jerky, which kind of made it unplayable because it was just impossible to hit stuff. So I'm hoping with the Android TV it'll be smoother and I can properly play upstairs. She'll leave the missus and eldest downstairs merrily to watch whatever soaps and rubbish they're going to be watching that stop me playing Star Wars Battlefront there. Otherwise I have to then wait till everyone's gone to sleep, and by that time I'm normally asleep myself, funny enough. So not much chance of getting to play it otherwise. So wait for that to turn up. That should be quite good. Adding to my little collection in the media room upstairs. It's supposed to be a bedroom. It's turning into more of an entertainment centre. So that then will be quite good. Don't think anything else of note of interest happened. I've not really watched any more films. Not noticed anything new out as well. Of course, we've got the usual Christmas fair coming out, as it's Christmas is coming. And it's December on Tuesday, next Tuesday, yes. I managed to pick up the Lego Advent Calendar on Monday night from Argos Click and Collect. Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar, that is. So that will be getting deployed Tuesday morning, 1st of December. What I thought I might do, if I get a chance, I probably won't do, but I'll give it a bash, is I will I'll take a photo each day of the Advent Calendar, of the little Lego thingy that comes with it, and Twitter it. Punt that through Twitter, just out of interest of what comes through. There's some nice little shit. I mean, there's some like little basic designs of Star Wars themed ships or whatever else, but there's some good stuff as well. This is turning an epic long vlog. This is the trouble with setting off at late. I've caught tail end of school traffic and then random just other traffic as well. It's all better if it's set off at 8 o'clock, not 8:45, isn't it? So, yep, the Lego Advent Calendar will be deployed next week at Lego Star Wars 1. Disney Infinity 3.0 Star Wars. I don't know if they've been on it a little bit. They love playing in the toy box and building stuff. You can build all like levels and sets and all sorts and buildings. Again, like the vehicles come from lots of different Disney films and programs and whatever else. You can also build structures, houses and all sorts from it as well. So really quite fascinating. So they've been having a good blast on that still. Seem to be enjoying that. And that's probably about as much of the interesting stuff that's happening. Obviously, I'm going to start thinking about Christmas tree going up. We might have to start thinking about Christmas presents at some point. Not sure what I'm going to do with that at all, to be honest. Yeah, probably the same as I always do, which is just leave it to the very last minute and pick up some odd random junk. But yeah, I'm a bit lost. I'm even lost with the youngest this year, and normally I'm not so bad, but this year I'm just kind of not sure what to get him really. I know he keeps telling me loads of stuff he wants and listing it down. He did a list last week with his Christmas list as well, yes, but I'm not sure how much of I'm going to get, because he's got tons of stuff already. He doesn't play with half the stuff he's got. That's the problem. He needs to play more with what he's got. But there you are. Right, okie doke. So enjoy your weekend and next week, and yes, we'll be in December then. So wow. And then I'll have to work out in January when my first anniversary of vlogging is. That'll be interesting. Right, enjoy your weekend and next week, and I'll catch you next Friday, hopefully. Okay, bye.